Good morning, everybody. Now, today I want to talk about something that's been really kind of on my mind because of situations at home. My daughter informed me that she's doing a report on free speech on the internet, and she's not on the right side of it. She actually thinks that, I'm a private company. And it's interesting because while arguing my private company, she conveniently also wants to punish Amazon for being dickheads, which, fair play, fair play. Amazon are dickheads, but still, uh, I don't trust where her reasoning is going or why it's there. However, this did cause my mind to wander and meander as it so often does, and I want to talk about the virtue of trolling. Now, when I talk about the virtue of trolling, it's something that probably you and I have all engaged in. It's not just the Crusader memes. It's about, picking someone's arguments apart and essentially showing the rest of the world that they're not alone. That this insane person over yonder should not have the right to bully you into absolute submission, or the entire comment section full of woke bullshit is not representation of reality. That's what virtue trolling is. Another aspect of virtue trolling is trolling on behalf of people who you see are being clearly taken for a round on the internet. Many times, like in the beginning and early days of Gab, I was one of the first people who joined Gab, and many people don't know that. But in the early days of Gab, there was the Gab fam, the really close knit group of people who were OGs. There was me. There was obviously Andrew Torba, Amy Torba. There were Big Blue Good is one of them. Hetzer Ketzer, Stargirl, and Sock Alexis is one of them. Just a long list of people. And what was interesting is that with Gab Fam, there was a particular goat profile that would just constantly pick at the women in the group, and I liked picking on the goat. Picking on the goat was great fun. and it was never anything, and this was pure trolling. Like this was nothing to do with like facts or logic or any sort of any form of coherent argument. No, this was just straight up in the trenches, trolling one another, trying to get the upper hand. Who can come up with the best insult, the best, flow of conversation? And it was absolutely delightful. But it was justified because I wasn't doing it just to be a dick. I didn't just walk into some random thread and just be like, here is my asshole. Behold it. No, this was, it was always in retaliation to something else. And I think that's an important distinction to make, because the other side of the aisle, the other side of the argument, the discussion, the wonderful rock'em sock'em robos of the internet, you have the most asinine and truly corrupted individuals who are just, the word is degenerate. The thinking about the mental state of these people makes my skin crawl. These are the type of people who, okay, I have more respect for the goatsy meme than I have for these people. Let me just put it that way. Like, in all sincerity, goatsy has more respect in my mind than thinking about how these people think. Because these are individuals who will jump into a comment section, have a disagreement with you, and they don't think, oh, how can I troll you? How can I win the argument? How can I play defense? No. These pieces of shit are the kind of people who will go into your profile, look at your pictures, look at your occupation, check on your details, and then try to weaponize your life against you. As if this was a winning tactic, as if this was something that it doesn't even look good. Like, it does not even register in my mind as something that even remotely appears to be valid or even critical. It's not just critical, and it's not even just mean. It is creepy. These people are creepy. These people are truly the scummiest kind. It's, how do you wrap your head around someone who doesn't even want to play? They just want to hurt. Like, that is their only intention, their primary motivation in life, that they would actually spend the energy rather than coming up with a reply or coming up with some line of logic or reason, or telling you how you're dumb or some other thing. No, they go for your children, they go for your job, they go for your life experience, they go to where you work, they go to all of these people want to ruin you. And that's what you're fighting against. You are fighting against people who are absolutely dead set on ruining you. And I don't know how in the world, when we talk about free speech, this is where it's all coming around. This is how my mind wandered and meandered. I don't know how in the world you can argue that free speech needs to be curtailed because these people, these asshats, these absolute degenerate invertebrates claim to be offended. Because that is exactly what's happening. Your free speech, your expression, your life, your livelihood is being threatened and maligned by these monsters. The people who are so low, so insecure, and so weak that instead of actually engaging with you intellectually, they have to go and find some subversive way to attack and undermine you. These people are pieces of shit, and they're destroying your society. And as long as you are trolling these people and making their lives hell, you have the moral high ground, and don't you fucking forget it.